Welcome to the Inside Scoop with Mr. Carroll. I'm your host, David Carroll. Also around here, I'm known as the Old Codger. And I'm also the assistant principal here at Fairland High School. My guest today is our band director, Mr. Shew. Welcome to the Inside Scoop, Mr. Shew. It's good to have you here. Let's start out by doing this. Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, where'd you go to school, and anything else that you feel is relevant.
So I'm from Huntington, just across the river, and I graduated from Midland High School in 2001. And I went to Marshall and Glenville State College, received my master's from Marshall University in education, and I've been doing band since 1995. Started marching band in 1997, and this year it kind of shows my age. This is my 42nd band camp I'll be doing this summer with our kids here.
Whew. Wow. Well, let's do this. Can you tell us a little bit about the band program here at Fairland?
Oh yeah, so marching band, which is our big thing here, is something that all of our 7th through 12th grade students can do. Even if you play a sport, that's kind of been a question the past few years, but if you're doing one sport, there's no reason that you can't do marching band. We're really flexible. I'm very flexible too with it. We have a lot of kids this year actually doing band that are doing one sport. 2's pretty hard. Now, that means being 2 in the fall. Like, if you play football and cheer, it's pretty tough.
Right.
But, we have a lot of kids like that do cross country and whatnot that are going to be doing marching band this year.
Okay.
So,
what else? Anything else?
well, then we have summer band, which is the big thing that we do to get ready beginning July 15th.
Okay.
And we do that all summer so that basically these sports kids, once school starts, they're not required to be there late and they can get to their practices because we're not going to be learning new things as the year progresses. We're doing a standardized show that they will be able to learn and do.
Okay. What else?
And this year, due to homecoming, we're not able to go to the Jackson Apple Festival, so we tried to do something a little different.
Okay.
We're going to take the band to the Marshall Tri-State competition there and do a big exhibition there. There'll be about 8,000 kids and parents there, and they're there to watch band, so I think that will be a big deal.
All right.
And then we're going to play the national anthem with some other bands at the DCI show in July this summer as well.
Okay.
And then another big thing we've been looking at, there's been some kids leave and whatnot over the past few years, and it's like, if you want to come back, you can. It's not like we're going to not take you back. So.
Okay.
And then 6th graders, so we have 5th graders coming up pretty soon to the middle school, and I will have an interest sheet that I'll give to every 5th grader so that their parents can see it about 6th grade band as well.
Okay.
And we really do need a lot of instruments. It's down right now, but we really need clarinet the most. Clarinets are probably our biggest weakness, but then trumpets and trombones and saxophones are always needed because they can start on that and switch to other instruments once they learn and
Is
progress.
one instrument easier to play than another?
Depending. Trombone, it can be very easy because you can just go, and saxophone is easy to start, hard to master, and clarinet is usually considered to be difficult because of how it starts.
Well, what about the flute?
Flute, I would say if you can get air through just the middle section and blow through and sound comes on the first couple tries, it's pretty easy.
Really?
It's just a lot of different fingers.
Okay. I also understand from our discussions that you're going to be bringing the flag corps back to the marching band this year.
Yes, Holly Martin, who does the majorettes, she and I discussed doing flags again this year. First off, when the band's a little smaller like it is right now, as we build the numbers, it's nice having that because you have in a parade block you've got flag, percussion, band, and majorette all making that look bigger and nicer coming down the street. We do a lot of parades for the area and everything. But it's looking like there's some good interest in it. I know next week, which would have been previous week or so when this comes out, they're doing flag tryouts. And there was 5 or 6 interested, and as long as they're all good, that'll add 6 more kids to the band.
Okay.
And the big thing about auxiliary here, majorette and flags, you don't have to be in the band to do that, which that stopped a few years ago, but it used to be a requirement you had to do band. But if you're just wanting to twirl a flag or a baton, you don't have to be in band.
Well, my daughter's a majorette for several years here, and I know she really enjoyed it, and I know that I traveled a lot with the band, and people don't realize how many things that the band, really does. We're going to talk about that here in
Yeah.
a little bit, but there's the band does a lot,
Yeah, they do.
and you're busy throughout the year. So, Mr. Shew, can you tell the viewers watching some of the accomplishments the band has had this year? I think that's important for everybody to know.
Yeah, the band was incredibly successful this year. First, we did win the Jackson Apple Festival, which it's a tradition to win that here. We kept that alive. That was one of the things I was first worried about coming back, was like, we got to get this and keep it.
And you said next year you won't be able to make
Right,
that.
but we will go back the next year as usual and keep doing what we did. It's homecoming, and I help with homecoming, so it's kind of hard to go.
Right.
And those kids probably wouldn't be real happy if I said, sorry, we're going to the Apple Festival, you're not going to homecoming.
Yeah, I don't think that would go.
No. So we did have 29 students make all-county band, 14 from the middle school, and then 15 from the high school. Very successful year. Several first chairs in middle school and high school this year. That was very well done. Our district group, we had 8 high schoolers and 8 middle schoolers make it, and again, several first chairs for the district.
That's
So
great. 16, so
16
16 kids
total, yeah.
out of the band. That's awesome. Okay.
And then we did, see, the thing we do here where we don't compete, we do a lot of honor bands and stuff for the kids, so they have reasons to practice and to get to do the travel and stuff that a lot of competitive bands would do normally.
Right.
So we had students make honor band at Capital University in Columbus, Ohio State University, University of Kentucky, Marshall University, and Glenville State University. And there were first chairs in all of those at that point. Yeah.
That's amazing.
And then we've started getting the middle school more involved because we want them to see what it's like, so it's not just sitting in the band room playing as much. If they don't do marching band, sometimes they don't see how fun it can be when you're just sitting in a band room every day, not doing the fun stuff. So we did Marshall University honor band, and 8 of them made that. And then we had 12 make Glenville State honor band. And we had a first chair middle school. That was a high school thing, and we had a kid get first chair of middle school. It's pretty cool.
Well, that's awesome.
And then this year, we got an excellent rating at Band Festival, and, we will hopefully see the superior side of that again soon. But I was very proud of them, considering, we had 24 total players.
Right.
And they sounded as wonderful as they did, so.
Okay. Well, we're trying to think here. Okay, I know you have a couple of trips you're planning to take with the band.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so would you like to elaborate on those trips that are coming up?
So, every few, we try to keep the Kings Island trip as many years in a row as possible. Now that we're not going to use charters and save some money, I think we'll be able to do it more. Like this year, normally you wouldn't because of the Florida trip coming up. But since we're not paying $6,000 for a charter bus, it's more able to go. But, we take kids to Kings Island. This year we're going on the 28th to the Kings Island. And next year is our big Disney trip. That it's been a long time since they've been to Disney. The last time they went, I was here the first time. So they went to Universal last. So this is a long time coming, and we're currently, it says, under review for the Magic Kingdom to do our parade there. So
Okay. Well, I know that I used to be one of the chaperones for Mr. Carper.
Mm-hmm.
I did that with him for many years, and I had a great time going, just having fellowship with him and the kids, and I had a daughter that went. It was a good time for everybody.
yeah,
it really
it's
was.
Disney. I mean, I haven't been to Disney since last time I went with a band. So it's been a long time for me. 2010 will be the last time I went with Cabell Midland when I was their assistant.
The last time I was at Disney was in 1974.
Oh my gosh!
So it's been a while since
It's a little
since
different
I've
now.
been there. Yeah.
And then the big thing, you have to do marching band for that trip. Now, we do have some kids, once again, some that do more than they can, that are doing things to still count as marching band. Like, I've got a couple of kids that do soccer and cross country, and that's just impossible to do both, and I wouldn't ask them to do both. So they're going to do parades and come and play like football during the game and play on the sidelines and stuff, and then that counts, so they can go.
So they're still going to go through all the marching routine
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that you'll be out here practicing, going around the building
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
and doing all that stuff. Okay. Anything else there? Do you want to talk about on those trips? Anything else? Or you want to?
I just think that it's like, if you've never been to Disney, that's a huge trip. It's a reason to give band a chance and see if it's something you're going to want to keep doing.
Okay. Well, like I said, I know my daughter really enjoyed it and had a great time. She was there, 7 years, and I think she was in the marching band, I think 5, and had a really good time. All right. Now, Ms. Shew, I got kind of a little thing we want to show the folks at home.
Okay.
All right, we got a small video of the different types of instruments you use here at Farrell. Okay? Now, we're going to watch a small video, and then after the video's over, you can give us some information about each of the instruments.
All right.
All right? Roll the video, guys.
My name is Lauren Watts and I play the flute. And I also play the piccolo.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Hager. I play the clarinet. Hi, I'm Emma Turnbull and I play the trumpet. Ready? Hi, I'm Allie Robertson and I play the trombone.
Hi, I'm Melanie Pine and I play bass saxophone.
I'm Evan. I play the tenor saxophone.
I'm Melanie Pine and I also play alto saxophone.
I'm looking. Hi, my name is Karina Clyde. I play the euphonium. Hi, my name is Kate and I play percussion. This is a timpani. This is a xylophone. This is the snare drum.
All right, Mr. Shew, anything that you'd like to elaborate on from that video?
I think it shows that definitely personality has to do with an instrument you choose and what you play, and it does. I really say there are different types of personalities for instruments, and sometimes you just have to find what you're good at. Sometimes picking the first one up is not the right one.
Okay.
I was thinking, let's see. The big thing is these kids have to get instruments, and we do have some here, but not a lot. We are working on that. I've talked to Ms. Hayes about getting some more beginning instruments for middle schoolers and whatnot. Okay. But people that are interested, their parents have to go to Music and Arts right down there on Route 60, and they can take care of it. And they let people try instruments and things like that and get a chance to do it. But that's the big thing, is finding those instruments at Music and Arts and not getting those plastic ones that are from Walmart and Amazon.
Okay. I know that you had two seniors you want to recognize this year, Karina Clegg and Melanie Pine, and we're going to pop a picture up here of those two, and we'll keep that on here and let you talk about both of these girls, if you would.
Yeah, so the big thing when you come in, even though I was here before, so it helped a little bit. Seniors are always the ones that get kind of I would say a little bit of the shaft when it comes to a new person coming in, and they've been used to it one way, and then here comes somebody else. But they've been very supportive the whole year and helped and made sure things go well. And both of them did win end-of-year awards for what they've done this year. Karina definitely for her leadership skills, and Melanie switched instruments for us so that we were able to do ratings because we had no tuba, and she switched to Barry so that we would have the bottom to be able to do it. If she hadn't done that, I wouldn't have been able to have gone. We would have gotten annihilated. So,
well, that's good. I know that you replaced a man who had been here for 30 years, Mr. Keith Carper, and those are big shoes to fill, and it really is. And
a legacy person.
It is a legacy person, and I know that you've done a good job. The kids have stepped in, and you got your good rate. It was Rio Grande, I believe, you got your rating up there. So anyway, congratulations on that. Let's change a little bit. Something I want to talk about was good to me. We had the pep band for a couple basketball games this year, and Coach Harris and I think the people there, I know people watching on the FDN network watching the games really enjoyed it. Really brought back the people just like the band being there.
Right.
Do you have any plans to continue that in the future?
Yeah, our plan is to do exactly what we did last year, is try to do 4 based on when they are, like when, because I don't know the schedule yet. If it's on one of our, things, it's hard for us to do it when we're as busy as we are second semester with everything going on. But we plan on doing the rivalry games and then, 2 other important games based on how that year's going.
I want to explain something to the folks at home. Everybody, you think that marching band is his busy time of the season? No. It's the off season where you're going to all these different things and trying to get kids ready to do all these different places that you go and these honor bands. So there's a lot of work I know that you do there. Again, I want to kind of go over this. I know you kind of mentioned this briefly, but if you have any parents watching today, can you tell them where they can get an instrument for their child to start with? If they're just starting out in the band, where can they go to get? I know you mentioned a place here a minute ago. What was it?
Music and Arts is where they need to go, and they have all the basic instruments. If your kid wants to play tuba, they're not going to go to Music and Arts and be like, "I want a tuba." You could, and they'd be like, "Well, it's $8,000," and you're going to go, "No." So but like we have the more expensive instruments here, like tenor sax and bari sax, tuba, euphonium. Now, if you're going to be a serious tenor sax player, you'd want to buy your own eventually, but they are more expensive than the basic alto saxophone. Same thing like flute and trumpet and clarinet, trombone all have beginner horns that are less expensive and more affordable to start with. That way, if they decide to take it serious, then they can get a more advanced horn later on.
Okay, and where's Music and Arts?
It's in the old Kerr's building, which is beside West P Ridge. They took Kerr's over a few years ago, but there's a big old sign out there right on Route 60 that says Music and Arts right before you turn up onto West P Ridge.
Okay, all right, that's good. And I know you said something about there were certain type of instruments you said not to buy or get. Can you elaborate on that?
Well, you get what you pay for, and if you go to Walmart and you pay $100 for that trumpet, well, it ain't gonna work. Some of the flutes from Walmart, the keys don't even all work. They'll all start closing together, and I've taken a saxophone bell from one of those and just been able to sit there and bend it back and forth like that. That's not real good.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess that old adage, you get what you pay for,
Right.
is true on that. All right. There's another topic I want to talk to you about. Can you tell us a little bit about the band boosters, what they do, and when do they have their meetings?
The boosters, I can't do what I do without them when it comes to fundraising and whatnot. And they meet usually the first Monday of each month, except in July in June when we're on our off time. Okay. But that's, I always recommend the parents, because I have people going, well, I don't know what's going on. It's like, well, come to a booster meeting. You're going to get what's going on the whole time. You get to see what we're doing. I talk about what's going on. They give out paperwork that has everything that they need to know. And, it's important, the chaperoning and whatnot that comes from that. And they do the concession stands and all that and help us keep going.
And when did you say the meetings were?
They are Mondays. First Monday of each month.
All right. Okay, everybody. So we would like to finish the broadcast today by showing a schedule for the upcoming season. Now, Mr. Shew, would you like to go through each activity that's listed? Guys, we got a huge screen for you all to look at.
Yeah, so if you wondered what we do, so the fall schedule looks super busy because a lot of that is football. And then we do most of our parades in the fall. But like our summer schedule, those 4 weeks there, that's when we get all of our stuff done for the year. And as you can see, as we get into August, near when school starts, there's specific days we don't have rehearsal while we're doing work and things like that. And I do give myself one day to go see DCI finals, and that's why one of them's there. But then, of course, our practices will be Monday through Thursday up until 4:30 after school from that point. But like I said, a lot of our fall schedule, you'll see our Friday night football where we do South Point, and then we don't see home again for a long time.
Right.
And then, we've got our second home game's homecoming this year. So, it's hard to believe. And sorry, I'm short. We have our Christmas parade that we're doing in Proctorville, that started a few years ago. And then our winter stuff, as you can see, like he was talking about, we do quite a bit in the winter with that's our tryouts and for all county and all district and all of our honor bands and everything.
Now let me ask you a question. All this information that there's folks at home are seeing on the screen, do you have that somewhere that they can see that? Is that on a website someplace?
It's getting ready to go. It'll be up by the time this goes up, but yeah, this will go up on all of our pages right after the band concert.
Okay. All right. That's great. All right. Well, Mr. Shew, I would like to thank you for, being my guest today here on the Inside Scoop. Everybody, if you have any questions about the band, you can reach him at the high school here at 886-3250. He's at the middle school at 886-3150. Or you can email him at chrisshew@fairland.k12.oh.us. Now, I'll spell that for you guys if we can. we'll go back here and look at this, and we'll do it at chris.shew, S-H-E-W, at fairland.k12.oh.us. And we've got that. All right, so we're done here, but I want to give a huge shout out to Braxton Trader, Alex Cyrus, Brody Buchanan, and Jerry Bell, our award-winning video teacher, for making this show possible. Thanks to all you folks for watching and tuning in each week. My guest next week will be Athletic Director Jeff Gorby. Thanks again for taking your time to watch our show. Please subscribe, like, and share our videos. We want you to get that out there. We're close to 2,000 subscribers. We'd really love to have you guys get it out. Please share this. Have a great day. See you next time. Go Dragons.